guys, welcome back to this page and thank you for always. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the perfect Nigerian jollof, and be rest assured that anytime you follow this video and recipe step by step, you're going to always get the perfect banging jollof. So let's get into work. So the first step to getting your perfect banging jollof is your pepper mix. You have to get it right with your pepper mix. And in this video, you can see that I have about 30 to 40% of tomatoes, and the rest of the component is the pepper, the pointed peppers, the tatashe, and the onions, and my scotch bonnet. So you want to be careful and you want to take note of that. Your tomatoes should make up 30 to 40% of the pepper mix. Then the rest of your peppers, your shombo, your tatashe should make up the rest of the 60 to 70%. And don't also forget to add your ginger and garlic. I didn't add ginger and garlic because I already had the paste I was going to use. So the next thing you want to do is to either boil or roast your pepper mix. I always prefer to boil mine because I like the taste I get from it. But if you decide to roast yours, you're gonna get that kind of nutty taste, and it's also very nice. So I decided to boil mine, and I actually boiled it for about an hour. This is what I had after 1 hour, and I just sieved out the water and proceeded to blend it. So after blending, I set that aside, got my cooking oil into the pot, and I went in with some onions. I allowed that cook for a little while before I started flavoring the oil. So I went in with some bay leaves, some dry thyme, some fresh rosemary, and some curry just to flavor the oil, and I fried this for a little while for it to release its fragrance before I then went in with my tomato paste. You can use any good tomato paste of your choice. So you want to fry your tomato paste for about 10 minutes, and the goal you want to achieve is for it to have this grainy look. If you don't fry it well, you're gonna get this aftertaste that doesn't go down well. So after frying it, you then go in with your jollof mix, and then you fry that for about 10 minutes as well. So one trick to knowing that you're on your way to making the perfect jollof is if you can convert your jollof base halfway to stew. That's, you're just making jollof rice and you decide no, let me make stew. You should be able to use this your base for stew. That's when you know you're on the right path. Your jollof base should always be very rich. So I am making this jollof rice with chicken, so I added the chicken stock, added in some water, and I stirred it, and I proceeded to add my stock cubes and my seasoning. I usually use Maggi signature jollof, and I went in with some of that, and I started to add my washed rice. Another thing to note is that you don't need to parboil your rice. When you parboil the rice, it feels like you've already started cooking the rice without adding any flavors to it. So just wash your rice and cook that way. Even if you're using long grain rice, you can soak it in water. You can soak it in water till you're about to cook it, and same goes for basmati rice. You don't need to parboil your rice. That is one thing to note. So after adding my rice, I covered the pot for a little while and I allowed it cook. So while cooking rice, because you did not parboil this rice, you need to keep checking on it and turning it. You need to do this at least 2 times. And this was the second time I was checking the rice, and as you can see, the moisture and water was already drying up. Another thing to note is you don't cook your jollof on high heat. The steam is what cooks it, so cook your food on low heat. So this was the last time I was checking the rice, and here the steam and everything was done and my jollof was ready. Guys, this recipe is always a hit and you can never go wrong with it. I encourage you to try this recipe, and I'll be waiting for your amazing feedback. Please don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for always. Bye.